Sí, a todos nuestros amigos latinos y los que no son latinos, desen cita aquí a Fenway Park el 26 de agosto, que vamos a rumbear y la vamos a pasar bien.
All right, it's taken me half a season. I've tracked him down. I got him. JD Martinez of the Boston Red Sox. How are you, my Cubano?
Good, man. Doing good. Just, hanging out. Getting ready for another game today.
Hey, but not for nothing. You are having like an incredible year. Was this kind of what you thought was going to happen?
I feel like I always think I'm going to have a good year. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I'm always, I hold myself to high expectations, and, I train hard and I expect to do well. And so when I do, it's just kind of almost like anticipated.
Something I've noticed is you've gotten almost legendary status in terms of preparation. You're very routine-oriented. You really, really take a lot of preparation before each and every game. Why is that?
I love what I do. It's not work for me. I just love it. I love the battle. I love the chess game between me and the pitchers. I love going out there and just being prepared and, doing well. I work hard at training and getting my body in right and, my swing in shape. But I feel like the preparation versus a pitcher is equally as important.
Now, Fenway's kind of special for you, right? Tell me about the first time you came. I think it was with your sister. Tell me a little about that story.
Yeah, I grew up down south in Miami, probably I would say my middle school to high school. I would say high schoolish. I was a Red Sox fan. I used to have a little Red Sox sticker on the back of my truck and everything. And I remember all the guys used to give me a hard time about it because they're like, dude, you've never even been to Boston. Why are you saying you're a Red Sox fan? But I just liked the team. I liked watching Manny, David Ortiz, and, Pedro was a favorite pitcher at the time. So I remember him just having the last name Martinez. So that was the jersey I got. And I used to wear it all the time. And my sister, I think when I was 19 or 20, I don't know when it was, one of those two, she was actually going to Boston University for dental school, and she actually called me and said, hey, what are you doing for your birthday? And I was like, nothing, same thing I always do. And she goes, well, why don't you come to Boston? The Red Sox are playing the Yankees. So we came up, and it was just cool. It was, it was a different experience from South Florida, from baseball down there.
Now, I've noticed you're kind of quiet. You don't really talk much to the media. You keep to yourself. How would you describe your personality? For folks, they see you out in the ball, in the uniform. They don't know much about you, but I've noticed you're a quiet, mild-mannered guy. Is that how your family would describe you?
No.
Not your family?
Not my family. My friends and my family wouldn't, but I don't know. I feel like I'm different when I'm around my friends and my family than when I'm here. This is preparation, this is work, it's fun, I love it. But, you come here and you have to get ready for a game. The fans expect you to produce, the media expects you to produce. So if you want to go out there and, there's certain players that can go out here and have fun and be all like loosey-goosey and have that switch and be able to turn it on and off. For me, I'm not like that. For me, I have that tunnel vision, and it's like from the moment I walk in the doors, it's all right, let's get this thing going, and let's get ready for our game. So, a part of that is the media sees me during that time, so they really don't get to see me for who I am.
So who is JD Martinez? What kind of music you like?
Depends what I'm doing. It depends what I'm doing. If I'm on a boat, then I'm listening to, some country, some reggae music, just relaxing, calming music. If I'm at the gym, I'm listening to, either techno, hip-hop, something to just pump me up. And I don't know, it just kind of depends what I'm doing.
How about food? You come from South Florida, Miami. What kind of food do you like?
I like everything. I like sushi. I like Spanish food. I like pizza. I kind of like everything. There's not much food I don't like.
No, you're pretty, like I said, you're a pretty quiet guy, and you don't talk much to the media here. And we want to really say thank you. And, you got a lot of fans, a lot of Latino fans here. They see your last name with a lot of pride. How do you feel about being a Latin player? Because you really have that Latin background and representing South Florida and the Cuban community.
I like it, I know it's in South Florida how proud people are of baseball and how proud that's their sport. You know, they love, the Cuban community loves baseball. Other countries have soccer and, but in Cuba, baseball is like a religion. And down there, the old Cuban guys will know who you are rather than anybody down there. They just, because they love it, they follow it. So it definitely makes me prideful to just, to be able to represent them.
All right, and last question, because I'm down in Florida and Miami all the time. I'm not going to tell you where I am in Brickell, but where do you hang out when you're in Miami? Give some shout out to some of the places that are the cool places where JD Martinez, you might bump into him in South Florida.
Well, I actually live in Fort Lauderdale, just a little bit north of Miami. But when I do go to Miami, it's usually to go, for a nice dinner or just to go out and have a good time. So, I mean, I like going to Joe Stone Crabs down there.
Yep.
Prime 112, I love that place. The clubs and stuff, when I go out, it's either probably Story or Live, one of those spots.
Oh, yeah. Just next time you go there, just say, hey, can I, I'm a friend of Alberto's.
All right, I got you.
Hey, man, I'm glad you sat down and continue the much success.
No doubt. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, take care.
Suavemente, bésame.
Elvis Crespo.
Algo en tu cara me fascina, algo en tu cara.
José Alberto El Canario.
Discúlpeme, señora. Sueño contigo.
Boletos solamente $10. Los invita al periódico El Mundo.